Hello everyone, it's Kay here. Welcome back to my channel. I've had to put the light on because it's a little bit dimpsy out where I do all my little crafty bits and pieces, but I wanted to share a couple of things with you today. I've been watching Scrimpingmommy, as I always do. She always makes me smile and comes up with some lovely projects, and today's project is based on another of those wonderful 12 by 12 card creations, and to marry up the 12 by 12 card I've used Gi Kerr's Friday Freebie on her group on Facebook, from her book on Facebook, and just put the two together. I have changed up Amanda's project a little bit because I didn't want it to be exactly the same, but this is how it looks on the outside. And when Amanda did her share and quick tutorial on the base, hers folded over like this, so it was an envelope affair, but I chose not to do that. I wanted to do this little book thing. Now Amanda called it a journal insert, or something that you could use standalone for a little gift for someone. I've decorated the back. Were you to use it for a journal inset, clearly you wouldn't have to do that because you'd use this bit as either a pocket if you glued it on three sides, or you'd anchor it down securely directly into your journal. But I like it as a little giveaway something, so proceeded to make mine just that little bit different. So it's held together with this lace closure, and all it is a long piece of lace trim that's threaded through a grommet here, or whatever you call them, and then that goes its separate way, meets up in the middle and secures it. This is the Friday Freebie, not that you can see it all, but it is a collaged piece, and it actually fills an A4 piece of paper, but clearly this isn't A4 in size, so you're only going to see bite-sized pieces of it here and there, because this is 6 by, close it up and do it that way, 6 by 4 1/4 possibly, depending on how you fold and put it together. So you open up like so. Now there's a little tiny pocket here, and I've popped in this lovely little tag which could be used as a bookmark or whatever you like, and that just goes into this tiny little pocket here and nudges itself out up through the top. Then there is a pocket here and there's a pocket here, and in both of these I've just put, oh, if I can get them out, I'm a devil for this, I pop them in where they belong before they're probably quite dry enough, but they're two gorgeous pocket fillers that you could put photographs on both sides if you wanted to, or just one on the back, or a bit of journaling. You know, it's one of these things that is open to whatever a person wants from it. But again, these are more pieces from Gi Kerr's Friday Freebie. It really is a lovely freebie, it really is. I've creased it up a little bit, but I'm not bothered about that. I wanted it to look, you know, used and abused, as they say, and I've succeeded in doing that. The mistake I made is that I didn't make this as separate pieces to cover the two pockets. I took it right the way across as I did at the back, and I think that's probably going to break down in time as well, sadly. I might have to put some Mod Podge or some such, or even a piece of lace on that to anchor it down. But that is the little pocket envelope, which I thought was really lovely. And all you need really is one 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and then you score it, cut it down to 10.5, score it. That's not 10.5 square, that's 10.5 by 12. But I'll leave the link to Amanda's little tutorial below this video in the hope that you'll go along and check out the tutorial and perhaps have a go at this yourself. It would be relatively easy to post off because it's not too terribly chunky. I've probably made it a little bit more chunky than it needs to be, simply by not being able to, having put the paper on as I said, not being able to fold it down as tightly as perhaps it needs to be to go flat. But I just thought, what a lovely little gift to send to someone, and you know, clearly they could play with it, add additions to it if they wanted to. So all in all, a lovely little project. And as I say, you just fold it over, fold it over. I've got my lace here, so one goes round, the other one goes around the back, and then you simply tie a little bow in the front and then scoosh it about a bit to make it look damned attractive, you know, and that's it. Off you jolly well go. I just think it's a lovely, lovely project. And the other thing I did was make a teepee card, and purely because I had one of these for Christmas from the lovely Woolly Steph. Lovely, lovely, talented lady. If you don't know Steph, do go along to her channel. It's another one that I will leave below. She's just done this wonderful, wonderful series of doodling, which sadly is coming to an end, so that Steph can free herself up and do some other things. But it was such a lovely thing to watch, just a under 10-minute video every day, so relaxing and just so charming, I have to say. So I'll put that little plug in there for Steph. But Steph sent me this Christmas tree, and I so loved it, and I see they're back on the circuit again thanks to Mixed Up Crafts. So I thought, well, whilst they're still a bit of a flavour of the month, I'll make one and see how it goes. And it will fit into everything inside is plain, so you can put your message wherever you will, and then it folds together like this. I may well score across here so that that can tuck up inside, I don't know yet, but then you've got a 5 by 5 envelope that would just go nicely in the post. Clearly this is super dimensional because I've put this great big rose on it, but it would be one that I handed out anyway, not one necessarily that I posted out. And then I used a little bit of, it's not a little bit, it's an actual butter buy gifted to me by Gi Kerr, who is Little Snippets here on YouTube. She gave them to me ages ago, and you know, I've not wanted to use them, but I wanted something pretty and delicate to put onto the little rosette. Beneath the rosette, as you can see on the back side here, is an applique just to help it anchor down nicely. And then I've just let all these lovely little dingle dangle bits flow from underneath just for a bit of interest. The paper is, should you be interested, from the pad from the works that I was talking about a while ago. Excuse me. This has got lovely little polka dots of gold in it, so it really is quite pretty, and it's foiled polka dots, so they do dance in the right light. And just a little inspirational there, believe in yourself. Oh, I do apologise. So I'll just put that back together. I think if you're sending it to someone who's not had a card like this before, you'd probably need to put a little instruction in it as to how it sits when it's folded up and finally put together. But I just think it's so quirky, so lovely, and lends itself to some pretty nice decorations. all in all an unusual and different card, which is always something nice to send on to a friend or family whose birthday it is. So, or even, you know, for an occasion. It's not necessarily got to be for birthdays. As I say, I've made this one up purely for the inspirational factor. So I hope, as always, you've enjoyed these two little makes. It's only a quick little video to let you know I'm still here, still doing my bits and pieces, and I'll be back again in the not too distant with some more projects to share with you. In the meantime, happy crafting everyone, and stay well. Bye bye for now.